Hey everyone, it's Lucas from Content Fries and also Mr. Fry here, right here with me. And today's episode will be quite shorter. Excuse my red color, I was just eating something really spicy. And today we will take a look at the new context editor that we are building behind the scenes of Content Fries every day. This is our top priority currently, and I think this will take some time to release. It will take at least a month to release some, beta version, and that you will be able to try. But after we finish this, that will be game changer and a huge game changer. So let me just jump right into it. And you know, first of all, just remind the progress and some starting steps that we took. And this is basically first, wireframe that was produced by our graphic designer, the just black and white, design with some layout changes. This will basically replace the current context editor, which really needs, some huge update. So that's why we are building this from the ground up. Then we have the second wireframe. This is maybe something that you already saw in the Facebook group or elsewhere. And, this is some iteration and progress. And this is basically some kind of finished design. At least from my perspective, maybe there will be some minor changes, but this is what we are currently, uh, bringing to life in the Content Fries 2.0, and this is how basically the new context editor will look like, with probably some minor, changes, minor differences. And this is basically it. This is the context editor 2.0 in the 2.0 version. There is not the last update. This is changing really rapidly and frequently. As you can see, the layout elements will look different in the final version, and the timeline and stuff. And currently I have everything collapsed, but I can open some tool that will open this tab or panel right here that I can also turn off. And when I choose some element, it will display this settings panel. Everything is currently in progress, so I will not go into detail because this is not the right time to announce this feature. But this is our highest priority right now, most important stuff. It will support, as you can see currently, it has video in video support, and transitions. And I'm not sure if you can hear the actual video, so I will keep it paused just to be sure. You can move with the keyboard one frame after another, fast forward or rewind. And these are basically keyframes or animations that will be supported for all elements. That means images, videos, texts. You can change, animate them, change their position, do basically anything. Animated text will be there also, and that also applies to subtitles and stuff like that. This little arrow that's here, this is also, it's in progress, so this will change from the visual perspective. But this is basically immediate transformation that will basically, as you can see, this zooms the video in. This will be super useful for when subtitles will change. This can be automated, so it will zoom in or out the video depending on the subtitle that's currently in the scene. And you will be able to customize it and automate all of that, so that will be super powerful as well. And that's it. I will not spoil more details regarding this. This will be just very, this will be huge. Okay, so that's all I will share today in today's episode, to kind of have this documented, the progress. As I said, I think this will take a month at least to finish this, to bring some better version of this. And release it to open testing. And in the meantime, we are also adding some, minor updates, minor improvements. If you are not aware of that, one of huge updates that was released recently is this AI panel right here, where you can generate posts for social media and generate, fries from long form pieces of content, or I would say content recommendations, short, engaging pieces of content that you can that the AI thinks are the most important, or suitable for social media. Extra key sentences, this is useful for shortening long texts. Headline generator, this is very powerful, and we are using this for generating headlines in videos. You can paste a video transcription basically into it, and it will generate engaging kind of headline for you, up to for example 20 characters, which is really super useful for videos. You just copy and paste it into headline. Or if you want to get some fancy headline for a YouTube video, you can increase it to 70 characters or something around those lines, and generate the headline for YouTube video or even a blog post. So this is also super powerful. Then we have Summary Maker. This will generate abstractive summaries and stuff like that. But AI is not our primarily, primary, how you say that, primary, direction we are heading. This is recently, AI is booming everywhere. Okay, it's I think every software company, every software should somehow add AI utilities into it if it doesn't want to become obsolete. So we added these features. These it's quite funny because we basically made or figured out how we can make an infrastructure for AI and host our own models that generate all of these. And then basically ChatGPT released API access. And the funny thing is that we added it into Contentfrise. So everything that you generate with the generate post model and other models here, I think Summary Maker is also using the ChatGPT API, and maybe also the headline generator. These two are basically our custom models that are not utilizing ChatGPT API. But these three, we basically released our own models. Then ChatGPT API came out, and we basically immediately switched to it because the output was just better with the ChatGPT API. And also, funny thing is that it was also cheaper than when we were hosting it on our own infrastructure, which is mind blowing. So ChatGPT rules. And what's great about this is that when ChatGPT often has some stability issues, it's currently very frequently overwhelmed. So when that happens in Contentfrise, we are now implementing measures that will offload those. If that happens and ChatGPT's API is unavailable, we will offload that requests to our own model. So it should never happen in Contentfrise that something from this will be unavailable. It will just release an output that's not as good as the ChatGPT. Okay, so that's also something that's happening behind the scenes, right, Mr. Fry? He's really happy to do all of this. Okay, and he will be our best friend really soon. And What I would like to share with you also is a couple of AI tools that I discovered recently, and I think these two are really interesting if you are interested in, generating AI voice that sounds really, really great. And that's these 11 Labs. This is mind-blowing tools. This is just incredible. And in the future, we also, behind the scenes, we also have our own voices that you paste text and it will generate AI voice. And it uses Amazon behind the scenes or something like that. Who cares? But, you know, it sounds quite robotic. It's not as good as human-like voice. But this one, this 11 Labs, is this is incredible, and you can pick a voice from pre-made voices, or mind-blowing feature that this offers is cloned voice. You can go to speech synthesis, or what is this called, and let me go and show you how this works. I think it is here in this voice lab, and you can you can use this feature, instant voice cloning, where you add voice and you just upload samples of your audio, of your voice speaking, and those should be high quality. Ideally, if you are recording it in some kind of studio or whatever, and you upload a couple of MP3 files here, and you click add voice, and I did this before, and it made this voice right here. So go ahead and I will use it, and I will paste, just to show you, for example, this part of text into it. And important, stuff that you have to play with to get the best results is the stability and clarity option. And for stability, I think for me, what works really great is 35% or something like that. And for clarity, something like this. Then when I hit generate, it should generate me basically audio file. Content Fridays. Welcome to today's episode of Content Fridays. And today I have a really huge announcement. I'm sure this is something really mind-blowing. This is something that I'm very excited about. And I believe when you watch today's episode to the end, you will see where we are heading, why we are heading there, and what we are building. Okay, you can see, okay, this took me like few minutes to add basically my own voice into the AI, and you tell me in the comments if it sounds like me or not, because I think it's really similar. It's not the same as my voice, okay, but it's really close. It just it blows my mind, okay, something like this, and it doesn't sound robotic or whatever. And the reason why I'm sharing this tool with you is because we are a small team. We are like 5 people or something like that, and it's not in our power to build so powerful models or AI that does something like this. And for 11 Labs, this is their core product, and they are focusing just on something like this. And this API is amazing. This text to speech is the best I know, I'm aware of currently. There's nothing better than this, and their pricing is also, I think, really great. So this is one of the tools we will add as an integration into ContentPrice, where we will offer a couple of basic text to speech voices that you will be able to choose from, and if you will be happy with them, that's great. But you will be also able to connect these with your account and use their voices, because they are much better, and also use your own AI voice. And this feature will be especially useful in the future when we release text to video feature. And with something like 11 Labs, I think you will be able to generate really awesome and amazing video content for social media, YouTube, and whatever. So just definitely take these. And also, if you are interested in generating avatar videos, this tool right here is also quite interesting. This it's Movio.la, and what's really great about this platform is that you can upload your picture, your photo, and it will generate basically AI avatar from that picture. And you can also record a video, and they should produce your own avatar in 2 days or something like that, or choose different avatars. If this is not my kind of stuff, I don't have any issues, or I'm feeling quite well in front of the camera. So this is not a tool that I would leverage or I would use for stuff that we do. But if you are looking for some kind of avatars or something, this also looks really cool. But 11 Labs for AI voice, this is mind-blowing. This is my huge recommendation to check into it if you want to generate AI speech to text, or text to speech, or whatever. So that's it for today's episode, and we will continue working hard. Have you payment account about GPT? I don't know what you mean by that question. Have you payment account? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. So if you are still watching, feel free to let me know. But other than that, we are working hard on this tool, this context editor, which it is taking really long to get this done, but it will be so really worth it, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's all for today's episode of Content Fridays. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully next week I would be able to share with you some of the upcoming features regarding subtitle animations and stuff like that. So you will see what I mean by the really huge game changer that this new context editor will really bring to the table. So thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the weekend, and I will see you guys next week.